Early in life, they receive certain messages, certain ideas about their own sense of competency and capability, and that happens in those early relationships and early attachments. And then they re-experience that in other relationships where they may be judged, rejected, and have these punitive kinds of experiences. And it tends to take on a life of its own where it really escalates, and you fall into what I've referred to as a suicidal cycle, where it goes from the idea of I want to die to reasons why I need to die to reasons why it would be good if I died for other people around me, and that's the construct of perceived burdensomeness.
A lot of these internal voices are not on the surface, particularly the more extreme ones. But they do surface like in the film, when he spoke on the bridge, it became louder and louder. At first, the voices were obscure, but they became clearer and more clear as the person approaches a suicidal state.
When Richard Heckler interviewed 50 people who made very serious suicide attempts from which they shouldn't have survived, what he found was that they'd all been in what he called the suicidal trance, where these negative thoughts had taken more and more control over the person's behavior, what we would refer to as the voice. So the person is almost in a possessed state, where the voice, or the anti-self, is directing their behavior. While they had had negative thoughts prior to this about themselves, as we all do at one time or another, those thoughts were becoming much more intense and much more self-destructive and directing them towards taking actions to actually end their own life, including very baiting thoughts, baiting them to actually take action on their suicidal plans.